we're off.
Ring. Oh my goodness.
What up?
Oh, we're two blank girls.
I'm Jenna.
And I'm Annitsa. God, we sound so low energy right now.
No,
we're just
I'm
like
not low energy. I also imagine like what it's like for us to be like like when you just like are in your car and you're like, Jesus Christ, like.
Well, this
so
isn't like talk radio either, where we're just like, you know what? Welcome.
I know, but I don't know. It's like I'm always thinking about that. I'm like, what if they accidentally had their volume up too high and then you hear us like fucking idiots just like.
Hopefully we can find a happy medium then.
Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
This is episode 17.
Crazy.
Woo,
almost to 20.
I know.
Shit.
It feels quick. Like we got there quick.
Yeah, it does.
First season we had 28 episodes and we're already like on our way there. We're like, boom, hitting it.
Almost past it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming back. We should just get started.
Let's get started.
Go for it.
On the eve of September 26th, we're two
disgusting
girls.
We're back.
Oh.
Not we're back, but like we're recording now.
Maybe this is talk radio. And we're back.
And
thank you.
We're back.
I got nothing to say. I was going to say something funny. And I got nothing to say.
I can't think of it.
Well, let's do business real quick.
Yeah.
As always, follow us on Instagram, 2 Blank Girls Podcast, Twitter at @blank_girls.
Facebook, our website, 2blankgirls.com. And
last but not least.
Yeah, you know this drill. Fucking Patreon. Become a patron. Support. And those who are patrons, you get to watch the videos, the live.
Yeah.
So if we do stupid shit, you're going to be missing out if you're not a patron and you could go and watch it.
I was going to actually wear nice clothes today and like get, be presentable for once. But then I said, no, this is the disgusting episode. So I'm going to be.
Might as well. I relate to this. Yeah, this
disgusting.
is my everyday.
So for those of you watching right now, you can see me in my pajamas essentially. And I haven't showered today.
And you can see my super hormonal acne that's like fucking raging on my face right now.
But also we're planning on doing some cool behind the scenes stuff soon, hopefully. So yeah. And it will only be available to our patrons.
Only. So even for $1 a month, you guys could be a part. So support the podcast. For those who already do, you're amazing. You rock.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the most important part of the podcast, which is the actual podcast.
Yeah.
Guys,
what's disgusting mean?
Causing a strong feeling of dislike or disinclination, marking aversion aroused by something highly distasteful, repugnant. We are extremely disgusting from time to time.
But I think this word gets thrown around how do I say this? Exaggerative, is that a word? Like people exaggerate too much and use the word disgusting is what I mean. Like, don't you think? People just loved it. Oh, it's just disgusting. I don't know, like
because all the things that I'm going to talk about today, other people may find disgusting. I think are pretty chill. Like I don't. I'm like not bothered by what I do.
And it
that's
also
disgusting.
but it also has to do the reason I bring this up is I literally Googled disgusting and searched news because I wanted to see like how it was being used.
Yeah.
All politics.
Oh.
It was all like news and
politics is pretty disgusting.
So is disgusted by this and these new policies are disgusting or the fact these liberals in there are just disgusting and it's just all on both sides coming from both ends. It's not just one or the other. Everything's just disgusting, and I'm like, is that really? I don't think of it that way.
I do. I think if anything in the world is like repugnant and just a huge turnoff, it's politics.
I just feel like we treat each other. But like when I think disgusting, I think more like rotten and like gross out, like ugh, like more. I think that's what I think more of disgusting. But there are probably things that I do that I'm sure people think are disgusting. I am 100% positive of that, but
some more like hygiene /
more on the more like
like gross
personal,
out
like sort of way. But like as far as the world goes, we live in a like shitty world. It it sucks. It's never gonna be easy. It's always gonna be something, but I guess I try not to think of it.
Look on the bright side.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
Positive and not kill myself. Because like otherwise you will. Because this world, woof. But there are some disgusting things that humans do that we can talk about.
Well, I want to know what your disgusting habits are.
Well, we've already talked about this before. I never wash my hands. I'm sure people will find that very gross.
Which I don't. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me.
I fake turn on the water.
Yeah.
I'll
go to somebody's house and you're
I'll
like,
turn the water on because I
Yeah.
just desperately don't want to wash my hands.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to make them think I did.
Yeah.
So I'll
Because
just,
if I didn't get anything gross on my if I didn't, first of all, get any pee on my hands. If
Yeah.
if I wasn't
But
outside in the dirt, if I
how
wasn't,
do we know we didn't get
who
like,
cares?
particles?
So what? They're everywhere.
Yeah, that's
They
why
are everywhere.
That's why, like, but then I'm like, how can I go through the trouble of turning the water on and not just
You
taking
care what
2
people think?
seconds
I
to
know.
run under the water? Oh, cat's in the way. Patrons are loving that.
Guys, every fucking
Talk
week.
about disgusting. Loose,
Loose
turn
butthole.
around. Yeah,
Put your
right
butthole
in the camera
in the
hole. But like but yeah, I never wash my hands.
Okay,
and I
we-
know, but it's so stupid why I like need people to hear the
Well,
water
because
thinking
here's the
I
thing.
did it.
It's because it's socially unacceptable, and
Yeah.
that's what's so stupid. Because it's like you're just. I don't think you're doing it because you care what people think. I think you're doing it more because you are just trying to make them not be terrified of you.
Yeah.
Like being like, I'm
I don't
doing
want
this for you.
I don't
I'm
want
doing
them to
this
call
for
me
you.
out.
Be like,
how embarrassing would that be? Like, did you not just wash your hands?
Like, no, I didn't fucking wash my hands.
I know. I
Yeah.
should just own up to it. But
I
yeah, I
just
definitely
don't
don't
care.
do it. Yeah, I don't ever do it. Even in
I do-
public. I do sometimes. Like airports, I am a little like I get a little weird, like dingy gas station. Like
for
the other
sure.
night, I had to
Yeah.
go to the gas station bathroom, and I was kind of like, all right, I'm actually gonna do it this time. But
No, I do it if
Yeah.
if there's something, if like we've talked about this before. We love this conversation,
Yeah.
I guess. Like when I do the cat litter, afterwards I wash my hands.
totally,
You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
I just know, and plus because it's outside too, so
Yeah.
it's really dirty.
Mhm.
Otherwise, because I know, otherwise, fuck no.
I mean, I think the only reason it's probably disgusting more on my end is because I'm a nail biter. Who the fuck knows what's under up
You're
these
eating
nails?
it. Yeah, that's
and I'm
true.
just like, I mean, I don't swallow my nails,
Ew.
but I'm still
I
putting
hope
them
not.
in my hand, my mouth,
Yeah,
and that's what Cole
sucking on 'em.
freaks him out. He's like, get your hands out of your mouth, because yeah, that's pretty fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but it doesn't. See, but again, like you can call it disgusting, and some people would be super grossed out, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's gross. I think we should have said right away at the beginning though is like disclaimer. Some of the things we talk about might be like a trigger for some people, and you
Like,
might be
super
grossed out.
disgusting. I may lose friends after this. So I
well,
guess
I
it's
just feel like some of the things that we're going to talk about, people are not comfortable talking about. So
Yeah.
maybe, you might need to not listen to this episode. Once you get to a certain
fuck it.
point, just be like, bye, which is fine. But just try it out. Just try it out and see how you do.
I mean, everybody's got their own shit.
Yeah.
I have things that I, freak out about that I think are disgusting that I'm sure other people do. And I'm, it's your thing. It's like, fuck, we gotta like.
If you're comfortable with it, then who cares?
Just fucking, you have one life. If you want to chew your fucking poop nails, I guess just do it. I don't know. Yeah.
One of my worst habits, I think people would be grossed out by, is I
your
pick
fucking
my fingers.
Yeah.
I pick my fingers. Like I don't bite my nails. I don't pick at my nails, but I pick at the skin, like the what do you call it?
Your skin underneath your nails is also very like soft looking and shiny. Like it's like mine are. Look how like tough mine are. Yours. Look at how
because
yours
it's
are,
scar
like,
tissue. You see how it's
I
red?
guess,
It's kind of
yeah,
reddish.
and it's like really shiny. Is it
Oh.
because you like it's soft and that's why you're able to pick it?
Oh, I'm like, I have like glowing.
Yeah, 'cause
weird
mine
fingernail.
look, like rough.
See, because I pick at the cuticles. Like whenever I have like a little hangnail, I cannot abide by that.
Yeah.
So I pick it, and mostly though I do that when I am stressed
Mm-hmm.
or nervous.
Yeah, but that's not
or anxious.
disgusting. I don't think.
Well, and not just that. I don't just pick at that. I pick at every scab that I have possible.
yeah.
like every
I
scab,
think there is definitely
can't
a
stop.
thing. There's definitely a thing that people are obsessed with. I think there. Some people are very on the train. Some people are very off the train about like picking scabs, like zits.
Yeah.
Popping.
Oh, I love it. Like right
pulling.
now, I'm picking at my finger. When
Yeah.
you're talking about this, it's like, oh, it's like a
Well,
satisfaction.
like, when you because we've talked about when you get sunburns, that
peeling the skin. Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm one of those
I love
people.
it.
I love watching bot flies getting pulled out of people's heads.
See,
like I am one
you-
of those. Like
You're all about the like Dr. Pimple Popper.
not
like,
so much. Yeah, those are some of them I can handle. Some of them are fucking wicked gross, and I can't do it. But there's something about because we watched an Instagram video. There's something about a small hole and pulling something
out of
big through a small hole.
See, some people right now are probably like,
something about that, squeezing something big through a little tiny hole, and you pull it out and you see it like whoop. Oh yeah,
getting that, like popping that whitehead and watching that squirt out.
You know what I mean? People are like, "What?"
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but no, but there are definitely people who are like obsessed with that.
Dude,
I mean, there's a TV show about it.
Well,
there's like, but
no, it's a compulsion for me because the
it's
scab
like a thing.
No joke.
Yeah, you have to touch it.
I have this shit on my knee.
Yeah,
like on my legs. Like whenever I have like a tiny little spot or like a scratch or whatever, I will pick at. I cannot have anything rough. It's, you know what it is to me? It's that I can't have anything rough on my skin.
Yeah, and it's like an imperfection,
yeah,
or
so
it's
you
like
feel
a little
you
weird.
Like run your hand over your arm or something, and you feel this little bump, and it's like, what's that? I want to pick it off. I want to get. It's a compulsion. Like I like to do it.
Yeah,
I see. I
think everybody.
Yeah, but then I fucking bleed forever.
Yeah,
I scar from everything.
Yeah,
it's like tough. I can't. And I told you the best thing that I ever did. This is gonna gross the fuck out of some people. This is disgusting. Is when I cut my finger, like almost the tip of my finger off almost, and then when I had the scabbing of it, like I was able to pull off the entire top of my finger and like peel it, and it was the best thing I ever did in my life.
It's a great, it's a weird feeling, but I think there's some, and again, I think you're either all or nothing. I feel like there's people who love this kind of shit, and then people who just like can't fucking handle it, which I get.
It's disgusting, but it's fucking fun.
But
for
other
me.
than that, I don't. Like I'm not one of those.
You didn't change your underwear for like 2 days. You didn't shower for 2 days.
That's nothing. I think
the underwear thing. That's a little disturbing to me.
You know what's disgusting is like on hoarders when people have like food that have been in their fridge for like 15 years. And it's literally
insane.
like a fermented like something, and it's so
like
disgusting.
It's
and they're like, no, it's fine, and they put it in their mouth and eat it.
No,
yes,
they don't. No, they don't. No,
yes,
they don't.
I've
never seen that in my life.
There is a woman.
But see, I don't watch hoarders because it creeps. It's too like upsetting.
I'm
for
sure
me.
that's why people.
Because I need that clean space.
Yeah, and that's another thing where people are either all super on board and are kind of obsessed and have to watch stuff like that and watch shows like that, and then people who can't. And yeah, there are moments where
it's too stressful for me.
Well, in just watching this woman, it was a woman eat this like 15-year-old jar of. They didn't even know what it was. She's like, but it's fine. And she starts eating it, and everyone on the show started started running out of the house with like stuff over their face and was like freaking the fuck out. So like it's just like your tolerance level, it's your like how you're feeling and what you're into. It's really like because like I can watch it. I can watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like. Love that.
See, I just get sad. To me, it makes me
sad. It is
sad.
very sad. Yeah, because it's like, Jesus Christ, how do you get to that point?
Yeah.
Like, how do you get that bad? But,
well, let me see. Another habit that I have that I think is, I don't think it's disgusting, but it's like, I think some people would find it annoying and possibly disgusting is when I eat, I eat popcorn, I just spit the kernels out anywhere I am. Like I'm just like mostly it's when I'm in my apartment. It's like
people who chew their fingernails and just spit them.
Okay, that's a little more disgusting to me. I don't know why that seems more gross, but for some reason it is.
Or like some people where you see like a pile of them just sitting on the ground because someone sat there and just like,
God, no. Like no, the most
disgusting.
disgusting thing is when you're on the train on the subway in New York and somebody's like clipping their toenails or their nail. Like don't.
Well, I can't even be in the room with someone when they're clipping their nails, even their fingernails. The sound, like obviously I can clip my own nails and that sound is fine, but hearing someone else clip their nails makes me it grosses me out so hardcore, and I like can't. The sound, the popping, the thought of like what they're like, I don't know. I just can't deal. That's one of my things. That's my bugaboo. It's a bugaboo.
Yeah, you can't deal with that.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I don't clean my apartment or my bathroom for like months.
Oh,
like months.
Dude, if I would, I'd go like 9 years without changing my sheets. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. I haven't washed my jeans in probably like a year. So it's like.
See, I have to wash my jeans because they get too loosey-goosey. And then I'm like,
See, I love a baggie. So like, I need them to like wear
stretch
in
out,
and get gross. But
no, for me, it's like, well, it's not. Okay, I'll do a quick wipe down or whatever. And I'll definitely vacuum and stuff because of my allergies. But a deep clean of my apartment and my bathroom, it's just bad.
Yeah.
That's disgusting to me. No, it's gross. Like I should. It grosses me out that I go that long. Although people always come over and I'm like, I'm sorry, it's so gross in here. And they're like, what?
Yeah, right. I've been in much worse. Yeah. It's like one of those things.
But I think it's gross.
So do you think disgusting is like more just like, is it like a cleanliness thing?
For me, mostly.
Yeah.
Or if you're watching something super gruesome, that's disgusting. Like if in a
people
scary
don't,
movie, if you're watching.
Personalities are like
Well, that's disgusting too. Like we said, politics.
Yeah, like gross people, like
behavior can be disgusting.
like racists.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
Racists are disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of it in a different light because all I think about is like, like gross
out.
gross out stuff.
Yeah, because I can't watch most scary movies today because they're just disgusting. They're just like they're just fucking gross out. Like let me see as much blood and guts.
Ryan Murphy.
Oh God!
Like we're right now we're watching the first season. We're going back and watching American Horror Story, and it's been really fun. But
it's so cute.
We stopped watching because he became so like it was like shock factor. Yeah. Was kind of his thing. And so like when you're like I told you about the dude who has a drill as a dildo and was fucking people in the ass with a drill. How's your day? like that's disgusting. Like nobody that's just to like shock and awe, and that I don't find.
It's not interesting. It's not compelling in any way. It's unnecessary. It's not smart.
I don't do gross out horror. Like I think it's just like it's unnecessary, and
like every once in a while there's something like, well, I don't want to give anything away, but there was a movie we saw that we watched recently, a scary movie. What was it called? That we didn't actually end up liking too much, that we were so excited about. What the fuck
Hereditary.
Yeah. I didn't like it, but there's a moment in it that is so shocking and so disgusting, but it felt extremely necessary and sort of
real,
like,
and
felt,
like very like visceral and like
so that to me was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it was horrendous, but it was just like, holy shit, this served a purpose.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't.
Yeah, I can't do horror that's just like trying to be gross and like
just for that sake of being
just
gross.
A shock factor.
Yeah, for sure.
But
people might find it disgusting that I eat off the floor. Like, excuse me. I drop things on the floor all the time and I eat it. Like, I am so tired of hearing that whole 5-second rule, whatever. Is it real? Is it not? I don't give a fuck if it's real or not, because who cares?
You know what's more disgusting? That thing you just dropped on the floor that you refused to eat because it fell on the floor for a few seconds could feed a human.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, you fucking wasters.
It's like
unless I'm fucking like at a gas station and I drop it in the bathroom of a gas station, I'm not gonna eat that shit.
Like, or like
I'm
I
not
have
gonna
a
eat
sandwich and it opens up and literally flattens on like
if it's wet, wet on a surface, then I probably won't. Well, sometimes at home I do. Even if I get so pissed at myself. I'm sitting at the coffee table, I'm eating something, and it's moist. And I drop it on the carpet. I'm like, fuck. I pick it up. I have been eating it. I just look at it. I look at it really closely.
As long as I don't have like lots
no
of
hair,
particles or
pull
hairs.
the hairs off. As long as it's like fuzzy. As long as I don't see any like visible fuzzies, I'm fine. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I really don't get grossed out by much.
I just think that's so stupid, and especially like the dumbest thing to me is like, oh, I dropped a peanut M&M on the floor. Don't eat it. Like, it's a fucking slick, hard-shelled piece of bullshit. Just put it in your mouth and shut up. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, that's never been. I don't get. I mean, yes, I think if you put, people are saying like, well, what if you were in here? I'm sure there is a place that if it did drop, I would be like, all right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not
absolutely.
gonna do it.
Absolutely. There are exceptions to everything, but generally I take a look at it, assess the situation and say, okay, like actually, this was kind of a famous moment in my life. I don't know if this guy will be listening at all, but I was on a date, and we were at this amusement park and I dropped, we got hot dogs, sat down, first second, dropped my fucking hot dog on the ground. Like, didn't even like 2 seconds, just hot dog on the ground. And I said, fuck it, picked it up, wiped it off, ate it.
Hell yeah.
And that could have been a moment where it was like, oh God, I'm never gonna. And it turns out he loved it. He thought it was the best thing ever, and he kept calling it my floor hot dog. And to this day, he's like, I love that you ate that floor hot dog.
Hell yeah.
And that's so in that moment, it could have been disgusting to him, or it was endearing, and thank God it went. But I mean, we're not together, so it doesn't matter.
But it's a great story, and it's a learning lesson.
That's
but
right.
I think that if I was, because I'm trying to think of ways like where a human was disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Where I was like, you are just repugnant and like gross. And I the story about the dude who threatened me with the gun thing. That's disgusting. The thought of someone doing something so shitty and being such a terrible human being and like doing something so like violent.
Well, you got to tell them what happened.
Well, yeah, I was like, it was literally, he was just being a dick on the road, like being a total asshole, swerving around me, like getting right up my ass and then getting in front of me, slamming on it. Like he was just being so nasty.
Yeah.
And so right when we're about to split, because I could tell he was turning left right as I'm splitting, I looked at him and did the whole like, are you for real? Like, did that, you can't see my face. Well, some of you can, patrons. Like the whole like what's your problem kind of like look.
Yeah.
And he fucking straight up puts the gun finger, like gun hand, like it looks like he's shooting a gun.
He didn't actually point a gun at her.
Not a point, he didn't point, but he took his fingers
gesture
in the shape of a gun and pointed it directly at me and started shooting. And he had the most like eeriest look on his face. Yeah, very like just like it was nothing. And he just sat there and just was like pretend shooting at me.
Oh, that's
and
disgusting.
It literally fucked me up so bad. I like wanted to cry because I was just like, it was such a jarring. And the fact that people can get to that place, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like that's like,
I mean,
really bad.
Truly, yeah. The most disgusting people that I can think of too are the people who have caused some sort of scene and been terrible to somebody for no reason.
Yeah.
Like that's, I had a moment like that this summer when I was at a Target back home in the middle of my brother's, trauma. There was a woman who just became irate and hysterical to a random person in Target, a random worker in Target, and started just screaming and causing a ruckus for no particular reason. And I just looked over and it was just like this sadness inside me of like, wow, that is it's pretty disgusting how people, I love how we keep saying disgusting. Hey man, we gotta use
that word, I guess. But like just how it's just really, maybe it's not even disgusting. It's just really sad and like gross that I think humans have the capacity to be, and I'm not saying she could have had like the worst fucking day of her life, and I will never fault somebody for it because I try to think of, if I'm having a bad day, not to take, but to take it out.
No, you never go to that
someone
level.
Don't know. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like,
no, and to go to that level, that's the problem with it. It's like, she didn't know what was going on in our lives. We were having the worst time of our lives, but we weren't treating people like that. Yeah. There's no reason for that. Like a snippy comment here or there, but never to kind of just attack people and just, God.
I couldn't imagine. I literally, and I'm like talking like I'm a fucking saint, but I like literally couldn't imagine.
No.
Getting in someone's face and being like, or like pointing a fake gun, like, especially in the times that we're living in, like, and I'm not, it's like, yes, I think people can be super sensitive sometimes and you have to watch everything you say, but we still live in a world where like, I still can't believe people do things that they do. I know. And we're all supposed to be okay with it and like move on. And sometimes we can, sometimes we can't, but you know what?
I want to take it to a slightly lighter place after that because that's making me really sad. Like
thinking
about those sentences,
crazy.
I'm like, ew. Yeah. Here's a disgusting thing. I think most people would agree it's disgusting. I think it's baller. Well, okay, a lot of people know this about me. But when I was a kid, I had a booger wall. Okay, so
everybody did that though.
First of all, I still love picking my nose.
Yeah.
That when you get a crusty up in there and you put like there is something so satisfying about getting a chunk wall out of that crusty bug.
Oh, to me it's food in it's teeth.
Oh, food in your teeth.
Oh, getting in there. Like if I feel something and getting in there, like that time I had that fucking popcorn kernel lodged so deep in my gums. And just getting in there, and I got a fucking safety pin, and I just fucking just like pulled the gum and just popped that thing out. And
Jesus, see, people are. Oh God, I love this. People are gonna be so grossed out.
I'm still worried about the hand washing thing. Like as we're talking, I'm like, oh my god, people are gonna be like I like babysit sometimes. But the people are gonna be like,
around
you're
my
gross,
children,
gross.
No, but dude, this booger wall thing was legit. I'm talking like this was like an infamous booger wall where every night I would just be like, I'm not going to get out of my bed to get a tissue. I'm going to pick it. And I just went whoop behind my bed, wiped it on my wall. And seriously, crusty booger wall. Like huge. And I had to take like a knife and like scrape them off the wall.
Christ.
Oh, now you're grossed out.
That's pretty
I had to take
gross.
a knife and then I had to like fill in the like chipped paint with like toothpaste and something. It was like, no joke. Seriously, booger wall, infamous booger wall.
Oh man.
And I think the other thing that I don't still do that. I do pick my nose because I love it, but I don't eat it because that to me is disgusting. I know somebody in high school who used to he was in like band class. We would be doing like a combination choir band thing, and I would look over. He would have his drumstick picking in his nose and then eat it off his drumstick.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, that's
I'm not gonna name his name, but it's pretty fucking funny. So like that to me is disgusting. Like I'll pick it, but I ain't gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it, but I will flick it.
Yeah. Oh,
I love a flick. I love a flick.
I'm trying to think of like,
dude, we talk about poop and farts.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
I'm sure people find that. Yeah, because I'm sure there's people who really hate that.
Yeah, for
who
sure.
Hate talking about it because they think it's so gross and disgusting. And but
it's like our favorite topic.
Yeah, that does not gross me out. There's food I find disgusting for sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, tomatoes make me want to die. Like raw tomatoes. I had to throw away a whole sandwich the other day, a while ago, because I couldn't do it. So like that, I do have things.
Well, talk about waster. She's like,
I know. I'm like, like all
if
high
you drop
and mighty,
it on the
and
floor,
then I
she's
like
like, how
throw
dare you?
a whole sandwich away because there was a tomato seed.
Okay, yeah, that's fucked up.
Only because the tomato seed just lingers. It really lingers in the taste.
That's
but
fucked up.
Speaking of food, there's a disgusting food museum that's opening up.
Where?
Malmo. I don't know where the fuck that is.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
is that even in the States?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Did your research?
I think it's in China.
Okay. That sounds right.
I don't know. But yeah, I probably should have looked into that a little more. But I just saw this and I was like, what? Which is worse? This is the article. I'm reading it.
Okay.
The stomach churning stench of Sweden's fermented herring.
Yeah, because they put those in cans, right?
Yes.
And they let it sit for years.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The rotting flesh reek of a Thai durian fruit. So rotting fruit flesh.
Okay. Got it.
Or the pong of Iceland's rotten shark. When the Disgusting Food Museum opens
rotten
in Malmo
shark
at the end
sounds
of
pretty
next
gross.
month, you can judge for yourself.
Oh.
This is the brainchild of Dr. Samuel West, the American behind... Oh, so he's an American behind Helsingborg's Museum of Failure. The new exhibition will bring 80 of the world's most disgusting foods to Slaugthuset MMX, just behind... I don't know. It sounds like Switzerland or something, but... the main aim is that it is fun, interesting, and interactive. West told the local, you can taste, smell, and in certain cases even touch the food. I'm currently looking at raw bull penis. They've got maggot cheese from Sardinia and roasted guinea pig from Peru, which is like terrible.
Whatever.
But with visitors
that's
restricted
bad,
towards
but
each continent's most unappealing offer. But everybody's saying the rotten shark from Iceland is absolutely horrid.
Yeah, that sounds like the worst to me when you read those
And they also have the world's stinkiest cheese proven by a British university. It's like science. So I'm kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, there's some food to me that would be disgusting for sure. And like, I think I would have a hard time going abroad sometimes. Like eating in certain countries, I feel like I would just have a really big problem.
Straight up Asia. Don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, man. Watching like an Idiot Abroad.
Idiot Abroad is one of our favorite shows.
Yeah, Carl. Shout out to Carl Pilkington.
Hey! Our lover.
And Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, but
and Stephen Merchant.
He's in China and watching that man eat that egg.
Egg with the like fetus in it.
And it's like dripping and Carl's just like, and he's just like can't believe he's eating. And there was some sort of fish. Sort of like it's supposed to be a huge delicacy there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it was some like fermented rotten
so bad.
fish, and he was literally like,
they were like, it's an honor for him to be served that, and he's just like, I can't do this.
Spit it out in the bag.
Yeah,
I mean, it was crazy.
I mean, oh god.
So that sounded pretty cool. I was like, that could be cool. It could also be very. I mean, that to me is kind of like the Museum of Death. I was like all about the Museum of Death, and I couldn't wait to go. It got a little disgusting. Like it was a little, and I love
that's in
that
Los
shit.
Angeles,
It's
guys.
in Los Angeles.
You can see it's in Hollywood.
That. I was like, actually, pretty like taken to like it was.
What was so
disgusting? A lot of it was really cool. Like you go in the first room and it's all letters written from serial killers, like from jail, like really famous ones too, like all the really famous ones. But the wall of car accidents.
Oh God, no!
And the walls are so thin you can barely walk. Like they're almost touching each side of you. That's how like closed in you are. And there's just floor to ceiling photos of like the most horrific car accidents.
No, those are people's lives.
I know.
Like people's family members like died, and they're showing it off as like a fucking novelty.
It's like a museum. Yeah, it was and like we went in thinking it was gonna be this kind of like gothic, romantic, like Museum of Death. Like it could be this. Oof.
Oh no.
It was. It was rough.
Well, maybe it made you drive a little more careful.
Yeah, so like I feel like
Drive
people.
carefully.
Yeah, so if you go there, be aware of that hallway.
Oh,
'Cause it's not my
jeez.
favorite, but yeah, it was gnarly.
Dude.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Oh,
pretty gnarly.
you know what? This one's kind of funny. I don't know if it's I mean, I guess it would be disgusting or maybe inappropriate more than anything.
You have a lot of disgusting stuff. Think about stuff that I do. I don't have anything to say. Think about just while you're saying the story.
Oh, while I'm talking
Yes.
about my life, let
Think
me
about
think about
something that I do,
Okay, I'll
too.
think about something you do.
Okay.
But when I was a kid, it's so funny. I don't know why I used to do this, but it was like a prank to my brothers. I used to go up and just like wedge my hand up their asses. You know, I'd be like, not like naked asses.
Yeah,
like,
but
you
just
know,
like
their
up
butthole,
their
but just going up
butts.
and being like, ah!
Yeah.
Like how people do like the credit card thing,
Totally.
like, and your cleavage and your butt.
Yeah.
I used to just go up and be like, "Ka-cha!" and like
Yeah.
chop their asses, and I think people would probably be like, "That's super stupid." And like,
It's more
it's kind of
stupid than
disgusting
it's
that I'm doing it to my brothers, though. Like,
Yeah.
isn't that weird and kind of gross?
Well, putting like doing like joking like fun like up their butts things is not disgusting.
Oh,
Having like sex with them, yeah. That would be pretty disgusting.
God, and people
You know.
love to tell. Everybody at work used to love to joke about that because my brothers and my family and I are super close, and they would like, I don't know what the fuck. That's disgusting, you guys. All of you who fucking joked about my
I thought you were
brothers
gonna be
and
like,
I,
all you who fuck your brothers or like whatever. I thought you were gonna
no,
be like,
everyone at work who they would always say that my family and I just fucked each other. And I was like, you guys are so stupid. I'm like, oh, because we love
'cause
each
we're
other because we're
close,
close. And
yeah.
because, but yeah, it was always the joke that was like, oh yeah, Anna has sex with everybody in your family. I'm like, you're so stupid.
yeah, no, that's pretty gnarly. Like that's like a repugnant, disgusting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we don't really have to.
Yeah,
go
but also
in there,
when you
but
think about it though, okay,
what?
I'm gonna be real controversial here. Why is it disgusting?
to have sex with your siblings.
Yeah, think about it.
Oh,
I mean, no,
Christ.
it's like no, I'm not saying. I'm literally trying to be devil's advocate right now because when you think about it, like, I think is it only because like, oh, if you had children, they would be like fucked up because their genes, like that's the thing. Because like look at like August Osage, like there's the cousins, they fall in love with each other. Like, and they
Yeah,
didn't
I
know they
guess
were
it's-
cousins.
I
Oh
guess
no,
it's-
they thought they were cousins, but they ended up being brother and sister, and they never knew. But they fell in love with each other, and like, I mean, what do you do? It's like, why?
Yeah, I'm sure it's a very big, like, it's more of a societal
Yeah,
thing. But
it's
like,
because
are
we've deemed
fucking
it that way.
lions fucking? Are they cubs having sex with each
I
other?
don't know, maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't know,
think
I'm
there's
just-
like a genetic thing where you can tell, like, oh, stay away from this, or like
Yeah,
a code
I mean, I think
written into our DNA.
yeah, maybe because I just think because I kind of feel like it was just like, you know, when I see those situations like where people didn't know they were related and they fell in love,
Yeah,
and
it's
then I
one
think
thing
that's
if you
fucked
don't
up.
know. It's one thing, but like
then
when
do you
like
think-
blatantly, like that mother and daughter who got married, yeah, that's fucking weird and disgusting and sorry. Like
But who are
I'm
we?
not
But
into that.
let's question this for a second though. Who
Oh,
are
Christ.
we? Who are we to say? But if they're in love with each other, then who? If they're not hurting anybody else, what does it matter? Really, think about it.
Yeah, but isn't it if she like not that I guess they couldn't get pregnant, but in that it's not fair to the child. That child didn't ask to be like born to like
Incest.
yeah and like
Yeah, but
be all
okay, it just in
disfigured
terms
and
of the
shit.
kid, in terms of the kid thing, sure. But other than that, it's like if you fall in love with somebody, like who are we to
Oof.
say? Who are we to say? Because
I
like
guess.
80-year-olds marry 20-year-olds, like, you know, men marry men, women marry women, trans marry, you know, trans. It's like there are a million different options. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
what is this the final frontier of like who cares?
Christ.
You know what I mean?
You've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. Lot of Game of Thrones.
This is true. This is true. I don't really see the problem with them being together. I mean, it's creepy because
Yeah,
we've
it's
learned it to be creepy, but it's like
yeah.
if they love each other, I mean, I don't know, who cares?
Oof. Well,
I don't know.
guess.
I just took
You're
a really
definitely
fucking.
no, but you're keeping an open mind. We'll
I'm
say
on,
that.
I'm just saying there's another perspective.
Open mind. All right.
But let me be clear. Let me be very clear. I am not attracted to my brothers,
Yeah.
and I would never fuck my family.
Sweet. Now that we got that
Oh God,
cleared.
guys! If you don't think that we will not cover any subject,
Yeah,
then you just
you
learned
are
you're wrong.
sorely
Yeah, because
mistaken.
I don't give a fuck what you guys.
Now I'm starting
hear.
to sweat.
See,
I think
told
we started talking about fucking brothers. It's not like sweating.
Dude, I always sweat. Whenever I'm here, I'm like, my crotch is like.
Did you think of anything?
Oh, for you? I was too busy thinking about brothers fucking each other. Okay. God, this is a very controversial episode. I feel like. What do you do?
There's gotta be more. There's got to be more things that I do that's disgusting, or that people would find disgusting.
I don't know. I feel like.
I mean, yeah, like I don't shower and change my underwear sometimes. I chew my fingernails.
Yeah, you chew your fingernails. I don't know, dude.
I don't really do that many. I mean, I'm sure behind closed doors there are things that maybe I'm like subconsciously suppressing.
I mean, do you ever like, put your finger in your asshole and smell it or something?
Oh, you know, I do. I told you about this though. I floss my teeth and I smell it.
Okay.
That's pretty gross. Because I gotta know how bad it is.
I'm telling you.
I got to know. When I put that, especially when you go in the back, get those back teeth that don't get a lot of attention, I pull it out and I smell it.
See, at least.
Because supposedly that tells you if you've got like bad back, like you've got like.
Gum disease or something. Well, at least you're flossing your teeth. I don't always do that.
I don't do it that often.
Let's talk about that.
Sometimes
I could be disgusting.
I just floss so I can smell it. That's the only time I ever really floss.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Well, sometimes I will just like go to bed without brushing my teeth. I'm like, fuck no.
I do that every day.
It's like I just go, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy.
Do it.
I'm too lazy.
I can't do it. And then Cole gets mad and makes me get up.
Because you're breath in the morning?
Yeah, because then sometimes I literally go just take a little mouthwash and I swish it in my mouth and I spit it out. And then I just get in bed and I'm like, I brushed him. And he can't say anything. But I go so much without brushing my teeth. It's probably bad.
Oh, God. That's so funny.
I don't wash my face.
No, I mean, I definitely, like, if I fart, like, in my bed, I got to smell it.
Yeah, I think that's most people. I got to look at my poop all the time. Every day, I got to look at it.
It's like, there's something about it. It's like if something comes out of you, like fart, poop, booger.
You got to look at it.
You're like, what is that?
You got to know. It just came out of your body.
Curiosity.
And people are listening to this and they think that they're like,
you guys are
you're
disgusting.
A liar. No, but you're a liar if you don't think you don't do that. Like everybody looks at their poop. I know it. I know for a fact. Everybody does, especially like if it hurts or something. You've got to look at it because it could be.
You came out, you're
dangerous.
Like, what is that? Was that like? Did I eat something that I didn't realize?
What was that? So,
dude, talk about disgusting though. The other day, spoiler. I don't want to give it away, but we watched The Sisters Brothers.
Oh,
a film from Annapurna.
So good.
It's starring John C. Reilly, who is a genius,
and Phoenix.
Joaquin. But let me tell you, John C. He's like the straight up.
He's amazing.
Star in this movie.
He's amazing.
So good.
And Joaquin's super hot.
And Jake Gyllenhaal.
Super hot.
And
Super
Riz
hot.
Ahmed too.
Yeah.
Ooh, boys.
Not disgusting.
No, but there was a very disgusting part in the movie.
Oh yeah.
That had to do with a spider. So let's just say, guys, if you are spider averse, if you're really creeped out by spiders, you might want to
skip
steer
this
clear.
one.
You might want to steer clear.
Or you'll know when it's happening.
And then you need to just close your eyes
Yeah.
for like a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
It's pretty fucking. I was truly. That's the first time in the movie I think I was like out loud. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like I said it. Like
the whole audience was. It was crazy.
So there's a disgusting thing.
I think you know this story though, so I feel stupid telling it again. My disgusting story of the maggots in the cookies.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Maggots are pretty disgusting.
Yeah, dude, when you find like a bunch of things like crawling out of something that you eat. Yeah.
That's,
or like worms and rice-a-roni or something. Or like
any sort of stuff in like animals in food or some sort of like dead things in food. I knew a chick who had some Hershey's syrup, like a chocolate syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't get the Hershey. She was just knocking it. Come on, like couldn't get the Hershey syrup out. Took the top off. Dead rat. Dead rat in the Hershey syrup.
How?
It must have. It was new, so she opened it. Couldn't get the syrup out. So when they were packaging it,
oh my god,
it must have gotten in and died.
Yeah, because I was like, there's no way that could have gotten in her house.
No,
so
and gotten in the bottle without her noticing it. No, it was a new bottle.
Because rats are bigger, so they had to have built it into the bottle essentially. Oh my god, did she call? She could have gotten a lot of money off that.
A lot of money for that. Or like like in Wendy's where there's like a thumb in her like fucking taco salad
Listen,
or whatever.
I would be grossed out, but let me tell you, I'd be all about that money.
Yeah.
I'd say, okay, let's you guys can make me feel better.
I know that's something that makes me a disgusting human being. I am what I would be willing. Does it make me disgusting?
Let's hear it. I told you. We just had a conversation about fucking.
If I walked, like, I sometimes think, like, how nice it would be if I just, like, walked out in traffic. Not crazy traffic, like, going, like, 35.
You always talk about this.
And get hit.
Because she just wants to break her arm or leg or something.
Arm or, like, a foot, something light. Something I could get through and get, like, 10 G's, 10, 20, 30 G's.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
Is that a gross?
Because,
Does that make me, like, a bad human?
Because if you did that to, like, if somebody did that to me, and imagine how you would feel being the person on the other end.
I know.
Of that.
I'd probably do it to more of like a city, something to
like
do
a
with
bus,
the city, yes, or
like a cab,
yeah, because then it's
a
more
cop
the
car.
city has to do it. I wouldn't want to make them do it. What's the definition of disgusting again?
I just
are we using it in the right terms,
dude? We're using it in all the right terms. It's
like
a bunch of different things.
Yeah,
no,
okay, I keep like
it's all a bunch of different things.
Causing a strong feeling of dislike.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's just
marking aversion aroused.
That's gross because you're trying to fuck with the system just to get money. It's like people who sue for things like that just make me nothing. It's I'm suing you because you're
like that dude who got his elbow hit that I was sitting next to in the plane was suing Delta Airlines. It was crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they had to pull me in and everything and like question and like ask me questions about it, and I did get first class because I did it though. I was like, hell yeah. He was a dick though.
That's insane. I would have said like, are you insane?
Oh, they had to bring an ambulance. We couldn't deboard the plane because they had to bring in medical.
Because a cart hit his elbow?
Yes. He's a huge, big lawyer. Some big shot lawyer in New York.
But the thing is, they tell you to, like, keep your shit in your zone because you're going to...
He had his arms up behind his head, like, resting, and his elbow was out, and she hit
That's
it with
his bad.
Yeah.
That's his bad.
And he was trying to sue Delta Airlines.
No.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
You disgusting human. Guys, stop chewing your fingernails.
Ugh. Maybe don't fuck your siblings.
Don't fuck your siblings. And what else did we talk about?
This got
What's another
so
tip?
out of hand.
What's another tip?
What else did we talk about?
Check your Hershey's chocolate syrup.
Yeah. Also, if you want to wash your hands, do it.
Do it. We support you.
We're
not going to, but we support you. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Hey, that was actually really fun. I like it when
fun.
I like it when we go to places that other people won't.
Well, the thing is, that's the whole thing is like we wanted to. I want to just say this about our podcast, and I hope people still listen because I know most people at this point turn it off because it's the end, or whatever. But I think the angle of what we wanted to do with this podcast is so many podcasts right now also are like celebrities. I feel like celebrities and big people are taking over the podcasting
and very topical
world.
Based on something that's popular right now.
And they're just like, and that's where we normal people who listen to the podcast listen to, and it's great, and I love it, and I'm so into it. I listen to all of that, but it's also like, what happens when like really normal, not famous, like
kind of
idiots talk about the shit that you do in your own life, but you've never like talked about. And that's what we wanted to do here.
Yeah.
So even though we talked about some shit today, hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you can like somehow relate to it.
Yes.
And
feel more comfortable about yourself because if anything, we're worse than
maybe you have a booger wall.
Yeah. Hey,
maybe
shout out.
You have a booger wall.
We have a connection.
You can like live your life now and come out of the shadows. But guys, thank you so much for listening. We love you.
Till next time.
Come back.
Come on back.
Come on back, y'all.
Bye-bye.